Welcome to the deep dive. We take your complex topics, your articles, your notes, and boil them down into clear, actionable insights. Our aim is always to give you that shortcut to really knowing your stuff, maybe with a surprising fact or two along the way. And today, we're diving into something huge you asked us about, the massive new power of GPT-5. But more importantly, how you can actually use it to generate income. This deep dive comes courtesy of Smart Income Masters. Remember our tagline, make money smarter. So if that sounds good, make sure you subscribe to Smart Income Masters. Stay ahead of the curve. Okay, let's get into these sources. The first thing that really jumps out is GPT-5 isn't just another update. It's painted as this fundamental shift. Some sources say it can build entire applications from just one prompt. That sounds pretty wild.
It really does. And what's interesting across the material is this analogy that keeps popping up. Think of older AI, maybe like GPT-3 or 4, as having, I don't know, a capable high school student in your pocket. Useful, sure.
Okay, I get that.
But GPT-5, the consensus in your sources is that it's like having a PhD-level expert right there with you. And the big opportunity isn't just using it yourself, it's bringing that expert intelligence to businesses.
High school student versus a PhD.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. But hang on, if it's that powerful and lots of us are hearing about it, why is there still this big chance for individuals to make money? Wouldn't businesses just adopt it directly?
That's the core issue highlighted in your research, what they're calling the knowledge gap. So on one side, you have this amazing tech, GPT-5, and yeah, individuals like us are catching on fast. But on the other side, millions of business owners, they hear the AI buzz, they feel the pressure, but honestly, they're confused, overwhelmed. They just don't know where to begin.
Right. So there's the tech, and then there's the actual using of the tech in a real business.
Exactly. And that gap, that's the opportunity. Businesses are basically saying, help us figure this out. They're willing to pay someone to bridge that gap, to translate this PhD power into practical results for them.
Okay, so you become the translator, the bridge, and the key thing from the sources is you don't need to be some coding wizard to do this, right?
Not at all. That's maybe the most surprising part. GPT-5 is so new. It's actually leveled the playing field. We're all kind of beginners right now figuring it out. So it's this perfect moment to learn fast, adapt, and offer something valuable before everyone else catches up. And this idea, bridging that gap without needing to code, that's the basis for the three methods we're going to unpack.
Perfect. Let's dive into method one then. The sources suggest this is maybe the easiest place to start, becoming an AI educator. What's the specific problem businesses have that this solves?
Well, the data you shared is pretty stark. Businesses are really struggling to get their teams up to speed on AI. One study found, 70% of companies face this challenge. They're kind of desperate.
70%. Wow.
Yeah. They need help training their people on tools like GPT-5 just to stay competitive. But they often think it's more complicated than it is, like they need AI PhDs themselves.
When really they just need someone to explain it clearly?
Exactly. Your role as an AI educator is just that. Be the guide. Show them the ropes. You can run live workshops, maybe create some online course materials for their teams. And the key thing is, you don't need to be some world-renowned AI guru. You just need to know a bit more than they do. And right now, most businesses know very little. It's a much lower bar than people think.
And for the business, training their current team is cheaper than hiring new AI specialists, I imagine.
Oh, absolutely. It's a no-brainer for them.
What?
Easier, faster, more cost-effective. They want to boost the people they already have.
Okay, so practically, how does someone listening right now actually start? How do they build that first workshop the sources talk about?
It's quite methodical, actually. The sources suggest finding some really good beginner-friendly content that already exists. Think videos, detailed articles explaining AI concepts simply. Then you take the transcript of that content, and here's the clever part: you use GPT-5 itself to help you structure it into a workshop plan or a course outline tailored for businesses.
Using the tool to teach the tool.
Precisely. Then leverage AI presentation tools. They can whip up professional slides from your plan super fast. Once you have your basic workshop ready, you reach out. The advice is to use your second-degree connections. Ask people you know if they know a business that might want a free intro workshop. Get your foot in the door. Get feedback.
Do one for free. Refine it.
Yeah, refine it based on that feedback. Build your confidence, and then you start charging. The sources suggest anywhere from, say, $1,000 to $2,000, maybe even more per workshop.
That's pretty significant income for essentially curating and explaining. The demand must be real.
It's huge, because most companies are, frankly, clueless about applying AI effectively. One source mentioned an agency selling these exact workshops for 10 grand apiece.
10,000. Wow.
Yeah. And a little trick mentioned, showcasing an AI voice agent demo in the presentation. Apparently that really wows clients, makes it tangible. But it's not just agencies. Your research highlighted an individual, Job Sheila, who made over €250,000 just teaching basic AI workshops. Packages what he learned online, teaches companies. It really shows the potential.
Okay, that's method one, the educator. Now, what about getting more hands-on? Moving from teaching to actually building stuff for businesses. This brings us to method two, the software composer. What's the problem here?
This one's relatable for anyone who's seen the back end of a small business. Often it's just chaos. A mess of spreadsheets, maybe some clunky old software that barely works.
Been there, seen that.
Yeah, right. They desperately want custom tools to streamline things, save time, cut errors, but traditional software development, it's expensive, it takes forever, they don't have the expertise.
Enter vibe coding. I saw that term in the materials. What exactly is that for someone like me who definitely doesn't code?
Vibe coding is the cool part. Your job isn't writing lines of code, it's describing the software you want. You literally tell GPT-5, in plain English, what the tool should do, how it should work, maybe even what it should look like.
Seriously, just describe it.
Yeah. You describe the vibe, the function, the feel, and GPT-5 translates that into a working application. You're the architect. GPT-5 is like your instant development team. This lets you create custom internal dashboards, simple apps, what we call MVPs, minimum viable products without touching code.
That sounds almost too good to be true. How realistic is this? Can I really build something useful just by talking to an AI? Where do you start?
You can start small right now, even with the free versions of GPT for simple tools. Obviously, you're not building the next Facebook overnight this way.
Yeah.
But for the kind of internal tools businesses desperately need.
Absolutely. And as you get more ambitious, your sources mention professional tools that integrate GPT-5 into code editors, giving you even more power. The barrier to entry for building valuable business tools has just plummeted. Okay, the barrier is low. Any proof this actually works for non-coders? Are people making real money doing this?
Oh yeah, the examples are compelling. Your research mentions Toby Fox Mason, no coding background, made $20,000 in 1 month selling simple dashboards he vibe coded.
20 grand in a month.
Yep. And another name, Noah Santon, apparently averages $15,000 per simple app built this way. It just shows how much businesses value these custom solutions, and now you can potentially provide them. Think about the cost savings for the business compared to traditional development. It's huge.
Incredible. Okay, method three. This tackles that universal business headache. Repetitive, manual, soul-crushing work. AI agents were promised, but the sources say they've been kind of unreliable or hard to build.
Until now, yeah. This is where GPT-5's PhD-level reasoning really shines, according to your sources. It makes AI agents much smarter, more reliable. But here's the counterintuitive part. Because the AI is smarter, it's actually easier for beginners to build effective agents. The AI handles more of the complex stuff itself. You don't need super detailed instructions like before.
Easier for beginners because the AI is smarter.
Okay, interesting. So if I wanted to start an AI automation agency, what's the actual job? How technical is it really?
The mission is simple. Find boring, repetitive tasks in a business, and then set up a smart GPT-5 agent to do them automatically. That's it. And if agency sounds intimidatingly technical, forget that. The sources stress this. You don't need to code. There are tools now, visual drag-and-drop builders. It's like building with digital Legos.
Digital Legos, I like that. Less scary.
Totally. If you can draw a flowchart of a process on a whiteboard, first this happens, then that, if this, do that, you can build an automation with these tools. It's about understanding the process, not the code.
Okay, so it's process thinking. How does someone launch this kind of agency based on the advice?
First step, learn the tools. Use the guides available online to get comfortable building these no-code agents. It's quicker than you think. Then, same strategy as the educator route. Leverage your network. Reach out to second-degree connections. Offer to build one automation for free for their business.
The free offer again, to get a case study. Exactly. Find a repetitive task. Maybe converting website form submissions into a chatbot that answers comment questions automatically. Build it for them, install it, get that success story. Then use that proof to land paying clients.
Does this model actually scale? Any big success stories in the research?
Oh, definitely. Your sources mention agencies growing into seven-figure businesses using this exact playbook, often started by people with zero tech background initially. There's Nate Herc mentioned, started with no technical skills. Now he's a top AI automation guy, apparently making well into 6 figures a month. He started right where you might be now. It's proof it's doable.
Right. So there we have it. 3 concrete ways. pulled from your sources to leverage GPT-5 for income without coding, the AI educator, the software composer using vibe coding, and the AI automation agency builder. The big message weaving through all of this material seems crystal clear. AI isn't just for tech elites anymore. You don't need to code. You don't need a fancy degree.
Absolutely. And when you think about how fast this is all moving, how level the playing field has become,
Yeah.
it really makes you wonder. Your sources kind of implicitly ask this. If building powerful custom solutions is now this accessible, what problems are out there, maybe in your own community or industry, just waiting for your non-technical AI solution?
It's a powerful thought. You can either watch from the sidelines, maybe feel a bit intimidated, or you can jump in, learn these tools, and potentially build something really valuable. We definitely encourage you to subscribe to Smart Income Masters, keep learning how to make money smarter, and stay on top of these changes. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive.